Hello Aries, this is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your midday love reading. Aries, thank you guys so very much for the many wonderful comments you left at the beginning of the month and months prior. I thank you so much for your continued support, for visiting the channel, giving me the thumbs up, subscribing, communicating, everything. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I love you guys very much, and I hope that this channel is bringing some help to your lives, some sort of clarity or something. I hope that you're gaining something from this. So it makes me feel good to get the interaction with you, and I appreciate you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get you started. I don't want to ramble on too much. And I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading the way that I normally do. Laid out the foundation of your spread to get your energy flowing, to get everything going, and also save a little bit of time because you guys know that those of you who watch videos, you know that they're long. But I am trying to work on that, so we'll see how I can do with shortening these videos. Can't make any promises though. Anyway, let's get you going. I'm starting with the card on the bottom of the deck, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. Excellent. Way to go, Aries. You got the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. And this shows me that many of you, for your love life, you are focusing on building for the family. You're focusing on maybe wealth creation for family, for your love, monetary things, building, moving forward for the long term with family and love, and yeah, creating further stability. If you are already stable in your love lives and your home lives, and you're looking to keep that going or to create something else because you have the here. So there's quite a bit of good money and prosperity coming into your life, and you'd like for that to continue, which is good. Very good energy. In your near past, you have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. In your immediate, this is you right here in this current situation. This is you. You have the Temperance card in the upright position. At the end, with the near future or, final outcome, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So in the near future, that's what you're looking at. And one more card came out with that, and you got the Empress card. So I felt that they belonged together, and I left it there. I felt like another message wanted to come in. Here under you is your mate. For those of you who are in a relationship or marriage, for those of you who are single, this is the energy of someone coming or someone you're getting to know currently. And that is the Four of Swords. Now let's go back to the past a little bit. Near past, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You were actively working on something within the relationship or in your life, period. You've been focusing on working on it, maybe working on yourself. I feel like a lot of you have been, especially over the past few months, because it's been kind of rough. Your love life has been kind of rough over the past few months for you. So in this particular time frame, since the last reading that I did for the beginning of the general, you've been focusing, a bit more on you right now. And this is something very specific, Some of you decided to make that shift and say, you know what? I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on doing what makes me happy. Start, focusing more on myself versus the relationship and how I can get it to be what I want it to be. But maybe, if I focus more on self-love and making myself happy, I can still obtain the things that I want to obtain and, attract other energies to me. So some of you are not settling for something that wasn't, that a relationship that didn't work out the way you wanted it. So you're shifting that energy. And this is fabulous, because this reading is like a stark contrast from the love readings and the general monthlies that I've done recently. So this is great energy. It's exciting. It feels good. you know, and it's like the Eight of Pentacles is not really being introspective, but in this particular deck, the Eight of Pentacles lady has her eyes down and she's thinking and she's sitting to herself and she's looking at the flower, the rose in the middle, and the pentacles around. And it's like she's sitting there thinking, sitting there to herself, thinking to herself, I have so much to offer, I have so much to give, I have so much internal love that needs to blossom, that needs to come out. Some of you are saying, I've been misunderstood. I'm hearing that. I've been misunderstood, and it may be time for me to really, think about some things. Think about how I communicate. Think about how I come across. Be proactive about creating that change that I want in my life, whether it's with a mate or without a mate. To start, like, owning up to some of those things and working on them internally. And I know that you guys aren't saying it exactly like that, but that's how it kind of sounds, it kind of feels just reading it. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is great energy. Many of you are heavily focused on money right now, heavily focused on building your careers, maybe going to school or achieving something, whether it's independently or with family, but you're heavily focused on, building. You were recently. This is the recent past. There's been a shift. This is great. Great, great energy. Right now you're being patient. You're being patient and you're going through a healing and balancing process with the Temperance card. Some of you are seeing you have some Sagittarius energy around you or in your chart, and that Sagittarius energy is influencing you, and it's good. It's a very good healing vibe I'm getting with this. This is good. You're working on yourself, working on your endeavors, working on you, loving yourself, giving yourself flowers, and really, you know, zeroing in and recognizing your self-worth. This is great. This is nice. Over here in the near future, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So the seeds that you're planting, whatever this work is, internal or external with school or business, you'll be waiting for your crops to grow, and you'll be watching it, planting the seeds that you planted to grow. You want to wait for them. You're waiting for them to harvest, so you will be waiting for them to harvest. And this is where the Temperance comes in as well, the patience. This thing that you're doing over here, this personal work, you have to be patient. You got to be patient for it to come to fruition. This is great. And with the Empress card at the end, you feel abundant. You're going to feel abundant. You're going to feel beautiful. You're going to feel happy and prosperous watching whatever this thing is grow, watching it to grow, watching it grow. You're going to feel accomplished. And over here, you have your eyes up. Over here, you're looking down and being sort of introspective, almost like the Hermit. And this is actually Earth sign energy over here, the Eight of Pentacles. Although this is not the Hermit card where you're being introspective and going deeper inside for enlightenment. That energy, I can still feel it and I can see it through the reading. It doesn't have to be here for me to feel it and for me to see it, for me to read between the white space, white space, read between the lines. I don't have to see it. Now over here, you're wearing the fruit of your labor with the Empress. You're wearing what you work for, what you put in for, what you're harvesting. Some of you are literally wearing it, with some things that you purchased for yourself. And this is the near future. So you could be going shopping. I feel like some of you are going to go shopping and you're going to treat yourself to something elegant. I don't know where I'm getting this from. Some of you, you're going to be good to yourself. And, this is like Mother's Day weekend, so you feel like you deserve it. You feel, I work hard. I work hard on myself. I work hard in career. I work hard in my marriage and relationship, home life. I work hard, with making sure everybody else is okay. This is my turn. I'm going to treat myself, and this is what I'm hearing for somebody. From now on, I'm going to start taking better care of myself and loving me. I'm going to make sure that I have something, that I'm not giving to everyone else and not receiving, not loving and caring for myself, because if nobody loves me, I love myself. And this is what I'm hearing for somebody. And you're going to treat yourself, you're going to go shopping, maybe buy some shoes, some jewelry. Yep, summer's coming. You want to take better care of your body. You want to, some of you are taking better care of your body and wanting to nourish it from inside out and change your diet. I'm feeling that for somebody. You want to change your diet. You want to really start growing and glowing from within and not concentrate so hard on the exterior, on what you look like and how you present to the world on the outside. You know, some of you, you're going to do that. I see it and I feel it already. Some of you, you're going to do that. You know, you're going to concentrate on from within with the diet, taking care of your body from the inside, feeling good from the inside, healing from the inside, because you need that. You need that. Some of you are taking supplements. You will be taking supplements to maybe for increased energy. Somebody's energy is down. Maybe with some weight loss or increased energy. This is what I'm picking up. And you want to pick it back up. Some of you, there's a health problem. There's some sort of health issue. And you want to start feeling better again. So you're working on it. You're working on your body internally. Maybe eating more natural, taking, natural supplements or something internal. And you're looking for the right remedies for you. I don't know where I'm getting this from, but somebody's looking for the right remedies to take care of naturally, to mind your health conditions. You know, you're looking for that. You're in search of, and you're doing, some of you are doing research to find that the right thing that goes with your body chemistry. I don't know what that means for some of you, but this is what I'm getting. There'd be some sort of, and it's not screaming at me on this, with these cards. Many of you do watch videos and you know the cards. Some of you use cards yourself, but this is not screaming at me. But there's an undertone that goes with it. I can feel it and see it. There's an undertone here, so you want to pick it back up. Pick it back up with natural foods, natural supplements. You're trying to do. It's like you're doing research. It's like you're looking, maybe trying to create that right regiment for yourself. And I know this is a love reading, but this is something that's coming to me, and it can relate to your love life and how you feel on the inside about yourself. Because if you don't feel good about yourself on the inside, no man or woman around you on the outside can change that and make you feel better. It's something that has to start internally for us to even appreciate and enjoy when we do have something good in our lives. When we do have a mate that's good to us in our lives, if we don't feel good, it's hard to enjoy that person and recognize it and really feel good about it. We can't be our fullest in a relationship if we don't feel good. And I hope that makes sense. And when it comes to the help, doing that internal work, many of you know exactly what I'm talking about because you're going through this right now and I can see it and feel it. You made that connection, which is why you're doing that for yourself. All right, this is good. That inner glow creates that outer glow. Beautiful, 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 Aries. I love it. Now, with your mate, and I kind of skipped past your mate and just went straight on to you, and I wanted to read it like this first. But that energy of you concentrating on yourself is, to me, it felt stronger. The mate over here feels a little secondary right now. Your mate is either resting, for those of you who are in a relationship, your mate is either resting and maybe going through their own healing process from this relationship or something they're going through just for themselves, or you've put the mate like kind of on the back burner, and you've kind of rested the situation with the mate because you're concentrating and focusing on yourself. This here feels total concentration on self and what it is you want to build. Even though the family card is here, it could be, you just focusing on building, creating, healing with the family and kind of, pushing the mate aside a bit. So, because, for a little while now, you've been heavily focused on the other person, if you have. But it's the dynamics are changing. I see it and feel it. But the mate is resting, or you've placed this person on the back burner. You've kind of put the issues to rest a bit. Some issues that some of you have had, you kind of put it to rest. And you're being patient. You're being patient and concentrating on some other things, or maybe some of you are just being, getting yourself together while your mate is coming out of their rest period, and then, they'll catch up to you. Maybe that's what some of you want. Well, let me just concentrate on myself, and if he or she comes around, they do. If they don't, they don't. Does that make sense, Aries? Now, for those of you who are not in a relationship, and you're maybe just getting to know someone, this is the energy that this person be bringing. This person be going through some health issues or some sort of healing process that he or she is going through themselves, where they're resting and meditating and, just kind of taking it light at this moment. They not be very serious about, getting into a full relationship because they're in a rest period themselves, or just a relaxed, might not even be health related, but just a relaxed period where they're just chilling out. Meditating, concentrating, praying. This person could be, kind of, religious or, holistic, where they're going through their own forms of spirituality and, meditating and taking holistic approaches to their lives. This would be something coming up. I want to explore this a little bit more. Why this person is resting. This is great energy though. And I want to use the Lenormand card with this. That's what I want to do. Spirit, why is the Four of Swords card here? The ring came out. Spirit, why is the Four of Swords card here? Resting from the relationship. This is your, some of you are married or in a committed relationship. Or the person, let's see a little bit more. The person could be come to be married. For those of you who's single, this might be a married person. There's a lot of earth energy here. Many of you, quite a few of you have the influence of Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in your lives. Or you have it heavy in your chart and it's really, coming out right now. Committed to making money, committed. Yeah, some of you, your mate, their commitment right now is making a lot of money and putting money in the bank, saving money, investing. This is your mate. Your mate is not really concentrating on the relationship. They're doing their own thing. Or this could be the energy of this person is coming to you. If you're single, that's why they're resting. Or building, building bank with their partner. Ring, bank, safe, building bank with their partner. Some of you, for some of you, this person is on the same page with you and building in their own way to meet you over here. You're doing one thing and then your partner be doing another and building with you over here. That's for some of you. They're just doing it a little bit different. Maybe not, you know, it's kind of like you work at one place, you work at Bank of America, and then your spouse works at Deutsche Bank, or something like that. And you kind of, you doing your own thing, and he or she is doing their own thing in their career, but then you bring it together towards the end. That could be it. That's some of you. Some of you, your mate is into banking, and that's why I think the analogy of the banks come up. Some of you are definitely in banking. I just mentioned two big banks. Somebody's in banking. Maybe you and your spouse. And then the bank is here. Commitment. Working on getting a return of investments. Concentrating on getting that return. Maybe putting money back, or working on revolving accounts. And it's good luck. Money, diamonds everywhere over here. Building with passion, clubs. Yup. 2 sevens and good luck, spiritual numbers as well. 4-leaf clover. This is good. This is a very good energy. One of Pentacles over here. Awesome. This is great. This is great. This is some great energy. For those of you who are single, be on the lookout for somebody very, very serious. If finances are important to you, if building monetarily is important to you, and creating a life with someone who's serious, with the Pentacles, serious about building life and family, serious about making money and becoming established. If this is important to you, then you want to be on the lookout for this person that's coming. Because the Ten of Pentacles is here, and the Ten of Pentacles, this is a very committed relationship. Something that's serious, something that is stable and secure. If stability and security, well, stability is pretty much security. But if stability is important to you and money is important to you, having something that you can create, having someone that you can create something with financially, then you want to look into this. You want to keep an eye out. This person will bring good luck. They'll be money focused. They might not be the really romantic type. There are no cups over here. This is all money and wealth. Whether you're looking for a thousandaire or a millionaire, the money's good. There's something, and this is great. This is great energy. I like it. I love it. If you don't have this already, if you're not at this level of Pentacles, and this is something you desire for, This be the energy that you want to put out there into the universe so that you can receive it, because the energy is here and the opportunities are here for you. You know, the doors are open, in other words. This is the springtime, manifestation time. The Empress is here. And the Empress is definitely here. So if you are a single man or woman and this is something that you want from someone that's coming, this is something you desire, you want to go ahead and put that energy out there and, you know, try to draw this to you to get this of Pentacles in your life, that kind of relationship that you want, you know, something solid. Yep, yep, this is great. Excellent banking. Four of Swords, concentrating, meditating, taking time out, focusing the energy on building, establishing for the long haul. And again, some of you, this is going to be a disconnect between, you know, what you're doing for yourself and what your mate is doing if you're in a relationship. Your mate may be married to the money in their career. And it looks very, very financial. It looks, you know. All right, Aries. This is a great reading. The energy is so different. And it's a fresh energy. It's a great energy. And if this is something that you've been really, really working on, Aries, working on you, you go, Aries. Way to go. If you've been working to shift that energy, this is fabulous. This is fabulous. It's there. It's time. Spirit, what messages do you have for the love life of Aries? Romantic feelings. Okay. Spirit, what healing messages do you have for Aries? What personal healing messages do you have for Aries? What healing messages do you have for Aries? Courage. Ooh, I'm liking it already, Aries. I'm liking this. Spirit, what messages, what sort of steps should Aries take in their love life? What steps do Aries need to take in their love life? Trust. Okay. Romantic feelings, trust, and courage. This is where I feel that they belong. Okay. Some of you, your romantic feelings, it says your romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Many of you, like I said, I feel like you've been doing some internal work. You've been sort of introspective. Although the Hermit card is not here, the energy is still here. And maybe you've been thinking, you've been doing this, you know, this personal work on the inside and contemplating whether or not you should explore maybe new options or further explore the relationship you have, or other aspects of the relationship for those of you who are in a relationship. Maybe step out of the box with how you approach this is what I'm getting, step out of the box with how you approach your relationship, with how you approach romance. because this is about exploration. And over here, it's like a work card with the temperance as well. Healing, exploration, Eight of Pentacles. You putting in work over here. Getting in tune with yourself, getting in tune with your feelings. And you're working on yourself. And you're willing to put in the work. And it's worth it. This is like to take some sort of action with your romantic feelings. For those of you who desire romance and want that in your life, and not just to concentrate on yourself. And then there's the message of courage. Some of you need to have the courage to step out there and do something in regard to what it is you want or your relationship. Maybe the courage to speak up for what you want. The courage to explore other avenues if you're not getting what you want, if you're not getting the type of romance that you would like in your life from a relationship. And I'm talking to singles and those of you in a relationship, because some of you are single. Not everybody's in a relationship. And for those of you who are in a relationship, like I said, have the courage to step up and either speak up for what you want in your relationship, or be honest with yourself and go for what you want outside if it's no longer serving you and you're focused on yourself, because your mate is focused on themselves, building for themselves. So sometimes, we got to have courage to walk away for something or walk towards something that we really want. Does that make sense, Aries? I hope so. Yeah. Lack of courage can hold you back from things, from love, from life in general, from things that you want. So keep going for it, And for your mate as well, your mate needs to have the same thing, exhibit the same thing. Courage, Courage to, and I'm getting this message, commit to the relationship as much as they focus on themselves. Same thing for you. Courage to commit to the relationship as much as focus on yourself. Courage to give of yourself in the relationship if you haven't been doing that and you've been solely focused on yourself. Courage to say, I love you, I need you, I want you in my life, I can't do without you. Courage to speak up if something is not working the way that you would like it to work. Yeah. And with that, stepping into your courage comes healing. And you have the trust card. Trust that your work is going to come to fruition, is going to pan out. Trust that your effort isn't in vain, because it's going to, something is going to manifest over here. Whatever it is you want to manifest over here will, but you got to believe it and you got to trust. You got to trust in the decisions that you make. You have to trust the universe, that the universe is on your side. You have to trust in whatever you believe, whatever your belief system is. Trust your decision to the beat of your own heart. And like I said, if you are, the colors here, this is nutrition. This is like nutrition, being in nature, eating better. And it doesn't say food or anything. It doesn't say nutrition. But looking at the colors, this is about nutrition, about healing. Healing of the heart, healing of the solar plexus with courage. I'm looking at the colors here. Healing of your body internally, eating more greens, being out in nature, going amongst nature, being a part of it. Healing spiritually. Some of you need to eat more green and yellow foods. Green and foods that are enriched with yellow natural foods with coloring. Green leafy vegetables. Eat more of that. Some of you need to surround yourself with flowers and plant life to bring natural harmony into your home. Connect with nature, and that's a part of your healing process as well. When you heal from the inside, you definitely shine on the outside. Aries, this concludes this reading, and I hope that this has helped you to a degree. It's not going to resonate with everybody. I know it's not. The readings sound very, it sounds a little bit more like a general reading than a love reading, but these are the messages coming in, and somehow they all connect anyway. But if this didn't resonate with you, but you like the reading, and you like something more personal to what it is you need in your life, then connect with me. My website is called summerintuition.com, summerintuition.com, and you can find that link in the description box below this video. And you can contact me, and I can set something up for you, and we further explore your situations and your concerns. Okay, thank you so much, Aries. Love you guys. Take care.